Good morrow, my lovely viewer, and welcome to my abode. It's a very nice abode, is it not? As you can see. Sorry, I'm just practicing talking in the private rather than talking in the corporate or the legalese, the language that we've been trained so much to talk about at school, which gives the jurisdiction to them. You know, so you say good morning. Well, some people say that inside morning, because it sounds like the other morning when somebody's died, you're actually, as a dead entity, if you go by the name in capitalizations, that you're you're wishing your own death. Now, I don't know whether that's true, but I don't live in a residence, you see. I live in an abode. This is my abode, very nice abode, as you can see. And in fact, instead of being Richard Vobes and, having that in capitalisation, I'm actually thinking now of becoming Richard of Biggleswick. Biggleswick being a fictitious town, as you know, but that could be where I come from, in a place that is the sort of place that I want to live in, a place which has taken back control, got rid of the corporation council and has a much more friendly council. But anyway, I was just thinking, what would happen? What would happen if you're stopped on the road by a police officer? So of course I would come to a standstill, but I would leap out of the vehicle if I saw the officer with his hand up like this, and I would say to him, "Good gracious, sir, are you all right? I saw you gesticulating just now. Are you in distress?" And of course that would disarm the police officer a little bit and say, "No, I'm perfectly fine." "Oh, I'm so thrilled to hear that you are not in any trouble whatsoever. In that case, I shall be on my way." No, wait a minute, sir. I want to have a word with you." "Oh, you don't need to call me sir, for I am not your servant. I am not a servant of you, where, of course, you are a servant of the state, dressed up as you are in your fancy dress. And it's very nice fancy dress, and it's very lovely to see you. Thank you very much. But I understand that you wish to converse with me. You are very welcome to converse. It is a fine day. Are you are you the driver of this vehicle?" "I'm sorry? Are you the driver of this vehicle?" Oh, do you mean my conveyance? This is a lovely conveyance that takes me from A to B. Yeah, well, never mind that. Are you the driver, sir?" "No, I am the operator. I am the steerer of my conveyance, if that's what you mean." See, you're not a driver. A driver, of course, is a technical term. It would enter you into commerce if you were a driver, like a van driver, or a bus driver, or a train driver. It's a profession, a driver. But if you're just travelling as a traveller, you're not doing any of those things. So these are just some methods. Anyway, I've just been practicing a little bit of that. And it's this old-fashioned way of speaking, sort of from the Georgian Victorian times, gets you out of that modern parlez-vous rubbish that the jurisdiction is. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. That is a sort of very much a quick by the way. So I want to show you something rather fascinating that one of my viewers sent me. And this is quite extraordinary. And this is, again, about being in the jurisdiction. And it's to do with the council tax. You may know that we've been talking about the council tax for some time. And is it fair? Is it even legal? Or is it lawful? That's one of the things. Or is it just plain awful? Probably all of those things. But anyway, let's have a little look at this. So, when you get your phone... Now, I don't want to show you mine because it'll obviously give you my address and various private data about me. But when you get that bill, that billy-do that comes in, or is it a bill, or is it just a demand, or is it a notice? I think mine does actually say bill on it. Anyway, when it comes, there's an account number. You have a unique account number. And if you're one of those people that pays your council tax, you've got to push that account number in and your name and address and all those sort of things. And then you pay your monthly instalment. Now, it was Andrew who sent me to a website here. I want to show you this. Let's have a little look at this. This is a website called Sort Codes. Let me just lower that down so we can see it a little bit better. Sort Code and Account Number Validation. Real-time payment validation of sort codes and bank account number with Modus Check and Bank Directory Lookup. Never heard of it. Now here is where you put the sort code in and an account number, and then you press this validate button. So what's that got to do with you and your council tax, you might think? Well, the thing is, we are told, are we not, that the council tax goes to the council and then they use that payment to do all the stuff in the council. But a lot of us say, no, 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 no. This goes to the Consolidate Fund, which is a fund that all revenue goes in, and then it's manipulated and dished out and sent back to the council with probably a certain amount of stringent requests to go with it, such as cameras in the locality, new speed, 20 mile an hour speed restrictions, net zero policies attached to it, surveillance and all that sort of stuff. So it's not just your councillors going, oh, this is what the people want. This is what the government want. And these days it seems to be what the WEF want, or what the WHO want as well. Those unelected, unaccountable people who have they don't live in your vicinity, they don't live in this country, they don't have anything to do with you, and yet they're telling you how to run your lives, and they're putting restrictions on it. So, how does this is quite staggering. So, when you get your little form, I'm just looking for a bit of old paper here. Here we go, this will do, a bit of paper. Let's imagine that's the form, and it's come in, and it has your account number, right? So, and you think that's your account number, don't you? Because it's to you. What does that mean? Well, try this. This is what Andrew was saying you do, and I've done it, and I'm going to show you in a minute an example. He provides you with a sort code. Put this sort code into this website. You can try this. Then with your number on your bill or your demand, put the council tax account number in here. Turns out it's a bank account number, right? Don't believe me? Here's mine on the screen. This is what comes up. Now, I've redacted the actual number just in case that, for whatever reason, gets into the wrong hands and all of those sort of things. So I've got rid of that, but the number would appear here, would appear here, would appear here. And look, this is where it gets interesting because it tells you where it goes. HMRC direct taxes. Not to your local branch for your council tax, but to an account that is direct taxes. So if that's not the consolidatory fund, then what is? Try it. I'd be interested if it doesn't work, because I tried this first time round. Now, the account number that you need, I'm going to tell you what the number is because I haven't got it written down. It is 083210. That's the sort code. The sort code. 083210. 083210, if you like. Put that as the sort code. Put your account number as it comes into that website, sortcodes.co.uk. Here it is, sortcodes.co. So that 08, whatever it was I said, in there, and then the account number in there, and validate, and see what comes up. Yeah, sortcodes.co.uk. See how that works for you. It's fascinating. Now, before I disappear, one other little thing. Sorry, today's monologue it's not really a monologue at all, is it really? It's a bit bitty. I know that. It's a bit bitty, but I just wanted to share a few things with you today, so I hope that's okay. So the second thing I want to share with you is a letter that was sent in by a chap called Jeff. And this is a letter to his doctor, because his doctor keeps telling him, and he keeps getting these messages on his phone or by email or however it is, to come in and have an extra bit of you-know-what shoved into his arm, one of them boosting jobs. And he's had a couple, and he's not very happy with it. He's very angry. So he's written a letter of complaint. And this is it's just the first two lines I really want to read to you that he got back from his doctor, just to show you the attitude that some doctors have got. So here is the letter that he very kindly sent back to me from the doctor. And it says, "Dear Jeff, thank you for your letter, which I have shared with another doctor, apparently a Dr. Smithson. We don't know where he's from. And this is the bit that I want to share with you here, this bit here. Any vaccine, of course, is optional. And as you are aware, there are other forms of coronavirus vaccine available, not just the mRNA vaccine. Really? Well, while that is true, when he was forced by pretty much the mainstream media and the government and the GP surgery, you didn't really get much of a choice, did you? You couldn't go, oh, I'll have this. You were given a sort of a mix, some from one company, one from another company. They were rolling it out. But now it seems that they're saying, oh, you've got a problem with it. You've got side effects. It is optional. You didn't have to have it. There are other ones. If you took the wrong one, well, it's nothing to do with us. So it is an interesting development, I think, as people are now sort of stepping back from the mandated thing and saying it's not our problem, it's all your fault, you should have read the guidelines, you should have looked at the side effects, you shouldn't possibly have had it. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's not the case, but I'd be interested to know if you're getting any pushback, if you are going to your GP and arguing, hang on a minute, I've got some weird effects from this, and seeing what the result is. Are they pushing back? Well, my friends, I thank you so much for all of your attendance. I must now be back on my way travelling, not driving, for I am not a driver, of course. I will be travelling on the King's Highway. Until next time, thanks for watching.